Taff, we have a crisis in the Caribbean. Can you introduce our next guest, please, buddy?
Next guest, Maxton, Scotland. Ex-armed forces of Britain joined up in St. Vincent. And I believe that's the flag of St. Vincent behind you, isn't it?
It is indeed. St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Maxton, so tell us a little bit about why did you join the British Armed Forces?
When I was back on the island, I was a high school teacher. I've always been ambitious. I wanted to challenge myself. The alternative presented itself to join the Royal Navy. I thought this is one step to the next bigger thing.
And how long did you serve?
I served for 5 years before I was medically discharged, but I was also one of the first Commonwealth citizens to be a linguist. I had one ship in my entire career, HMS Ocean. Did my first operational tour, went to the States, down to Brazil, to Africa, did some humanitarian work in Nigeria, building some schools in Lagos, then back to the UK.
So how many people have joined the British forces from St. Vincent? Have you got a rough idea?
Roughly speaking, there I think around between 16 to 18,000 veterans. There are 800 in the armed forces now.
That is a huge figure from a population of 130,000, isn't it? Maxton, so what's happening on your home island now? It's
absolute chaos and mayhem. St. Vincent is very small, 18 miles long, 11 miles wide, 133 square miles. But they also have a very, very massive active volcano. The explosive eruption has had a significant impact on the livestock, on the agriculture, and also on the infrastructure within the northern side of the island. The entire island after the second eruption was covered in ash. There are warnings, that it can be poisonous. A lot of people who suffer from health problems, especially like asthma, they were severely affected. And the other difficulty with the ash is once it settles and it's mixed with water, it becomes like concrete. We've seen evidence of this where some of the houses on the northern side have actually caved in as a result of pressure of this concrete-like material on it.
I've experienced a volcano blowing. I was working in Montserrat. The pyroclastic flows could fry your brains from a couple of 100 yards away.
We've seen evidence of pyroclastic flows over the course of several explosive eruptions since April 9th. Even boats in the water who's trying to rescue people, the pyroclastic flow can actually destroy those boats.
Who's down there internationally helping at the moment?
Red Cross have an arm in St. Vincent, the Rotary Club of St. Vincent working on the ground as well. We have the National Emergency Management Organization, which is the government response. We have been experiencing a massive shortage of water because the water supply has been affected. There was a truck carrying water and that truck was mobbed because people are just desperate. There aren't enough beds in the shelters. There are children in these shelters. The challenge is beyond what anyone can think.
So what can your veterans, brothers and sisters in the UK do to help?
They have been frankly quite disappointed with the response from the armed forces in response to what's happening. We are seen as the forgotten veterans. Having support from the veterans community and on parade on a whole will reinvigorate that hope in the Commonwealth veteran community here in the UK that people, they still do care for us.
You're right. And you know what? It's our duty as veterans to help anybody, no matter where they signed up from the Caribbean or from Doncaster. And we got to dig in and help each other out in times of crisis.
Believe me when I say the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines will appreciate whatever help in whatever format that they can get. The latest from St. Vincent and the Grenadines is this. Approximately 50% or more of the country's GDP has been affected because of the volcanic eruption. Persons in the red zone are still not allowed to go back to their homes because of the unpredictability of the volcano. The scientists did say that this can last for up to a year or more. We do need help, especially when it comes to human resources. Some of these families have lost everything, that they have nothing to go back to. I am begging for as much help as possible, especially from the veterans community and from the armed forces. So we have over 300 persons who have signed up to volunteer to go to St. Vincent and the Grenadines to assist. If you needed more information as to where to contact us, you can go to UK-SVG If you want to donate still, the GoFundMe page is still live. Thank you very much, and we really appreciate your assistance in advance.
It's important we get this appeal out to as many people as possible. So please share this video. Thank you.